Hey, Matt and the team at Rockbridge Community Church. My name is George Franco, and this is my wife, Tara. And we're so excited just to take a few minutes and share a little bit about ourselves. And we thought we'd just start out telling you a little bit about our family. So, Tara, why don't you tell them a little bit about our children?
Sure. George and I have been married for 26 years. And in 26 years, we've had two children, two grown children now. We've got a daughter, Danielle, who is 24, married to a wonderful son-in-law named Jacob. And they, a couple months ago, had our first grandchild, Shiloh, who is about 16 months and as spicy as they come. Fun. We also have a son, Gabriel, who is in his master's program at Lee University outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee. You guys probably know where that is. Looks like you're located fairly close. He is an assistant on the men's soccer team and headed for a coaching career in men's university soccer, Lord willing. So I'm proud of both of them, doing great things, and just neat to see God work in their lives.
It really has been great to see our kids grow up and to know the Lord and really to pursue His path in their lives. We've been so excited about that. We've both been on a ministry team on staff at a church called the Cove Church in Mooresville, North Carolina. It had 6 locations, multi-site, live streaming. We had 3 international ministry partners, which Tara and I have been a big part of working to bring those ministry partners into our Cove family. And they're in South Africa, Costa Rica, and Belgrade, Serbia. And we've just really enjoyed being able to take the gospel message and not only multiply it here locally, but in other parts of the world. It's been a really fun season for us. But we also feel like God's calling us to a new season of ministry, to go into a different area, to reach a different people group with the good news, the great message of Jesus. And we're excited about what this next season may bring and the opportunity that might exist at Rockbridge. We thought we'd just share a little bit about ourselves, more specifically about me. My dad is a first-generation American. His dad came from Mexico to the United States. And my dad grew up Catholic and in the military, was saved and came to faith in Jesus. And so I'm really the second-generation Christian in my family. It's been awesome to grow up in a Christian household and to know the Lord at an early age. And it doesn't mean I always pursued Him all my life, but I am certainly thankful for my relationship with Jesus. And I'm excited to help other people discover that same relationship. Tara, why don't you tell them a little bit about your family?
Definitely. I grew up with generations of Christianity in my past. My grandfather was a pastor, and so we grew up virtually in the church. If there was an event there, we were there and we were opening the doors. So I came to know Jesus at a very, very early age, just with the help of my mom. I got caught in a lie, to be totally honest, and she called me on it, and I recognized my need for Jesus and His forgiveness, and have been living for Him pretty well, I think, ever since. Met George at college and dated for a little while and quickly figured out that that was the one that God had for me, the man God had for me. And so moved forward with marriage and got married at an early age, and then life started. God's been good to bring us through ministry together, to be able to work side by side in a church setting. And we have enjoyed that. And so we'll see what God has in store next.
Yeah, and so some interesting things just about me growing up in the Midwest. I'm actually in the movie Hoosiers, just for a small second. My wife makes fun of that. You saw her raise her eyes.
Absolutely.
But you can still see me. A lot of my friends were actually actors in the movies. They went to my high school where I grew up with their siblings. And so Hoosiers, Indiana basketball is the thing I'm most excited about. And we shoot this video on the morning after Indiana beat North Carolina, which I'm super excited about.
Doesn't hurt.
Yes. I also, something that you wouldn't know about me is that I'm a cancer survivor. I've had testicular cancer twice. They're 2 different primary cancers. It was never a relapse of one cancer to another. And so if you put me in the population of men in the world that would potentially happen to, it's less than 1% of all men in the United States would have that. And God just saw fit to bless us with 2 children, which would be statistically by the doctors, it's almost impossible that we had the 2 kids the way that we did. And to see our next generation and our granddaughter come into the world has just been a super huge blessing in our life. And so cancer is a big part of my story, of our story as a family. And we just continue to see God do amazing things and are often reminded that it's not over until God's done a good work in it. And so we're just so excited to minister to people, especially in the cancer category. When we saw the Rockbridge opportunity come up, I was really excited about it in so many ways. And here's the one thing that really kind of excites me the most about Rockbridge. I think my experience in multi-sites and live streaming and opening campuses and all the things that go into running a central ministry or a championed ministry where we're trying to set some standards and values that all the campuses feel and look and somewhat operate the same way. I think those are strengths of mine, but I think the thing I get excited about in Rockbridge is the model that you guys are building, where you're kind of moving up and down the 75 corridor into towns that aren't typically the sexy towns, as some churches might say, big towns, high incomes or middle to high incomes, and trying to get tons of people. You're really going to places where God's opening doors and where there's a need for the gospel. And so I'm excited about that. We actually had looked at a model of trying to create a little bit of that at the Cove. You know, there's over 16,000 towns in the United States that are under the population of 10,000 people. And with the average church size at 89 or less in the United States, that means in each one of those towns, there's a huge need for a church like Rockbridge. And so I get so excited about where God might take the model of Rockbridge and the heart and the opportunity that lies ahead. So thanks for giving us a few minutes just to share a little bit more about ourselves. We look forward to talking to you guys in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you.